on inside to a fresh episode of the Weekday Wake and Bake. Oh,
We're back. Surprise, surprise.
International Groggy Day. The day after 420.
Yeah, you had a crazy day.
Holy cripes, Roll Gang. It was an absolute banger of a day yesterday. Absolutely loved session with the squad over at Medicine Dispensary, giving away these amazing Happy 420 Medicine spoons.
These are the new ones that Sam printed earlier this week for Medicine. Look so good.
Got that
Perfect.
Sex appeal for days going on them Medicine spoons. Super fucking excited to get on into today's episode, roll some up, have a nice wake and bake, and talk about some pot culture news.
Yeah, I'm excited to touch on it. There's some exciting news with a little announcement, I guess, that somebody put out, and just some other things that I want to touch
juice
on. Yeah.
I genuinely have no idea what we're talking about today, which I absolutely love.
Yeah,
this
he doesn't
prospect.
normally get to experience that. Normally he's the one that's
putting
all the information together, but I get a day to myself.
Damn straight. Let's go, Rach. Rach's original Pot Culture Friday. Every Friday morning at 10 a.m. Pacific, Rachel goes on to TMZ and other pop culture websites to collect some pop culture news, and then we smoke some pot while we break down the news, making it Pot Culture Friday. Cannot wait to hop on in. Let's get this show officially started. Welcome to another episode of the Weekday Wake and Bake. If this is your first time tuning in to a show, what's the Weekday Wake and Bake about, Rachel?
The Weekday Wake and Bake is about a lot of different things. We touch on different things depending on the day, but for the most part, we sit here, we talk to the camera and to ourselves, to each other, and smoke some pot.
Because after all,
we have awoke, so we must smoke. And yeah, we smoke and talk and have fun, basically.
Yeah.
But yeah, we touch on a bunch of different things.
Every weekday morning.
Every weekday morning, we have cannabis content, we have sports content, we have it all.
All types of shit. But mostly, we have fun with the Roll Gangsters. Every weekday morning, 10 a.m. Pacific with all the Roll Gangsters. Absolutely love session with y'all because as per Stoner Law, we are blessed to have a woke. So we are blessed to have a smoke. And today's episode, as always, brought to you by our two boombastic sponsors. Got Oaksterdam University and the Rolling Spoon Cannabis Multi-Tool. What are they, Rach?
Oaksterdam University is the first ever cannabis college, and it's located here in the United States, out in Oakland, California.
Shout out the Bay Area, but fuck the Golden State Warriors.
Yeah.
Sure.
But
home to the first ever cannabis college, Oaksterdam University, the original place, the original cannabis college to boost your cannabis knowledge. Do we have like a little scholarship for the Roll Gangsters if y'all wanted a little nudge to go and study your favorite plant? You can use promo code Rolling Spoon for what, 5% off?
10% off.
10% off your tuition at the first ever cannabis college. Claim your stake in this budding industry today and head over to Oaksterdam University to study this amazing plant. And also,
Of course, the rolling spoon, the cannabis multi-tool that helps you seal the deal by rolling a dime every single time, just like what Sam is doing over here. And it helps with a lot of your other cannabis consumption needs. So make sure you grab one. They're a great tool. Great tool. As you can see, being used live and in person this morning.
And every weekday
morning. Can't forget to say that.
Proudly brought to you by Oaksterdam University and the handy dandy Rolling Spoon Cannabis Multi-Tool. So today's episode of the Weekday Wake and Bake every Friday from here on out is Pot Culture Friday. Burning up some pot while we get on into some pop culture news. And Rachel went and collected us, how many stories we got this morning? A little 3-pack?
4.
Ooh, a little extra. Rachel going above and beyond this morning. Absolutely love it. This beautiful Friday morning here in Las Vegas, Nevada. Coming around to the summer. It is officially springtime here. The day after 420, let's officially get on into the pop culture news. What's the first story we're chatting about, Rach?
So the first story comes from a Las Vegas native, someone who was born and raised here and
let's go.
Kind of, rose into fame, I guess you could call it. I mean, a lot of people know who she is. Some people don't. She is most commonly known for marrying Jake Paul and dating Bella Thorne as well. I'm going to
beat the fuck out of Jake Paul.
Okay,
Yo, Jake Paul, if you're watching, you're on notice. You're on notice. I'm coming for your fucking throat, homie. Don't fucking play.
Okay, I didn't have a fight announcement on my list of stories today, but I guess we do.
Processor Sky versus Jake Paul. Dude's gonna eat some fucking smoke. Let's go, Jake Paul.
I'm a little frightened. Anyways, Tana Mojo is the person, if you didn't know, and she announced on
Tana Mojo?
Tana Mojo.
Oh, she's the one that was dating Jake Paul. That's right.
She married him.
They were married?
Yeah, they got married.
No way.
More for like clout type of thing.
A little
they were
clout
definitely
marriage.
dating, and yeah, they got married and filmed the whole thing, all of that. So, but I mean, hey, it definitely worked with
it got
getting
them
your
both
names
like
out there and everything. Yeah.
Good
But
shit.
on 420 yesterday, she announced her very own cannabis line that is coming out called Tannabis, which I think is an absolutely great name for her brand.
Super cute.
Tannabis, Tana, cannabis, perfect. So
I honestly think Tana Mojo would have been just fine.
yeah, but
Or Canna Mojo.
I think Tannabis is
Super cute.
yeah. She's known for being
Her name's Tana.
yeah. She's the bleach and tone girl.
Bleach
Never
and
seen that
tone? What does
video?
that even mean?
It's like a meme when she like she's like sitting in front of the camera and talking about it. She's like, a bleach and tone, like a bleach and tone.
Alright, so we're
you know
gonna
what that
have to
means?
get some Tannabis on the show. I have no fucking idea what this means.
Anybody
but
that knows her would know what I'm talking about. But
Yeah.
yeah, she just announced her brand saying that it's coming soon. She didn't really give a lot about the products or anything, but she did talk about there being a vape pen and some flour, and I'm sure there's going to be other stuff, but that's really cool news. She's coming out with her own brand.
Her own cannabis brand.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, honestly, everybody is claiming their stake in this industry.
That's the thing. A lot of people, a lot of celebrities are coming out with their own cannabis lines and stuff.
It's because it's just so profitable. You know, it's a plant that people are reselling for very high, you know?
It's something that they enjoy doing and they enjoy partaking in. And when you have that type of influence and money and fame, it's really pretty simple. I mean, to get the whole thing started when you're already a millionaire.
Yeah,
you know?
you just need money. So
Yeah.
if you have money and you have a passion for cannabis, that's why a lot of these celebrities are coming out with cannabis brands. But we'll definitely try to hopefully
it's a good product. You know?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're probably launching in California, right? So we'll probably have to go take a little trip to LA, pick up some cannabis to judge on our
I'm sure that it's
day.
going to make its way out here. I mean, she's born and raised in Las Vegas, so.
Oh, honestly, is it not starting here in Las Vegas? No? So it is a Cali Weeds company, but they'll be she'll be interested in expanding to Nevada.
Definitely.
Our market's tough to get into. Like, you kind of have to find a cultivator to partner with, but if she can do that, there's some really good cultivators here that produce product for celebrities. Let's judge some. Reviews Day, Tuesday, some cannabis coming soon. I'm gonna spark up my joint, our joint rolled by your processor Sky in the handy dandy rolling spoon cannabis multi-tool.
Perfect.
Rachel, and my wake and bake is lit.
So moving on to story number 2. Last week we had mentioned some of the headliners that are going to be at Coachella for week 1. And from what I saw and heard from people, it all went well, except for the Frank Ocean performance.
I even heard about this a
lot of
little.
controversy. Yeah, he was late. He was like behind the screen, wasn't even singing, just playing his tracks. He would come out to the front apparently and like sing along with his own music. But you know how artists have like their performance lineup music, like sometimes they have them singing little side parts and anything to like make the song sound good.
Yeah.
He just had a straight up song and he wasn't even singing. So, but
oh my God.
Apparently his brother passed away not that long ago and he's going through the whole grieving process and everything. But because of that, he canceled for weekend 2. So he's no longer going to be the closing act for weekend 2. And I know for a lot of people, I mean, he hasn't performed in 6+ years. So for a lot of people, they're really, really disappointed, really, really mad. And I think that that's fair. I mean,
I had a customer yesterday that spent whatever on Coachella tickets, and she told me straight up she would not have bought tickets if she knew Frank Ocean would be this off-putting about it.
Yeah. And I mean, it's, as a fan of his, I would be really disappointed too. But then you have to remember, like, they're human beings. Like, this is his actual life. Like, he has real emotions, real anxiety, real depression, real sadness. I mean, he's going through loss of his brother, which is no small deal. Yeah. Big deal. But I understand now it's been like 6 years and people were hyping this up so much. And, like, that's a huge money grabber. You know, people want to see him, so they want to buy Coachella tickets, and they make more money, but... Yeah,
he was a big draw. And honestly, I would have been super...
I would say, like, one of the biggest ones.
Yeah, he was like the headliner. But at the end of the day, we lose track with these celebrities being human.
Yeah.
Just like you said, it was a really good point. And it kind of makes you feel bad for them. Everybody puts so much weight. And honestly, like, it's probably no deeper than some severe mental health issues.
Like, can you imagine going out on a stage, singing a song, that's very vulnerable, even when you're singing, you know, a lot of people struggle with that. But doing it in front of thousands of people, thousands of people.
Doing this every weekday morning. You know what I mean? Sometimes
you don't see
we
my
don't
hands
feel like
underneath
doing it.
Shaking every time I'm on here. Yeah.
It's fucking crazy.
But
and if you don't feel like doing something as a human, like, there's just things you want to do and things you don't want to do. And whenever you're forced to do something you don't want to do, depending on how badly you don't want to do it, there's not much you can do to fake it.
And I feel like it would be really hard to go from not being on stage for 6 years and then being thrown on to one of the biggest stages.
Fucking Coachella.
Exactly. Like, that's a huge ton of pressure. So, I mean... hopefully he is getting whatever resources he needs to help with his grieving process or any other mental health issues that might be going on.
This is my take. He never liked it. You know what I mean? He had a manager. Coachella offered him the bag, and the manager was like, holy fuck, you literally can't pass this paycheck opportunity. Like, this was a monstrous money grab for him, and he still didn't feel like going to perform. You can't, money can't change your mind.
Yeah.
And he clearly just didn't want it. Great story, though. This is juice for sure. This is pop culture juice on this Pop Culture Friday. Absolutely love it.
Yeah, but like I said, he's apparently not performing this weekend because second weekend of Coachella is starting today. So...
And Frank Ocean
will not be.
See ya!
But, I'm still going to listen and love his music. He is by far one of my favorite artists.
A tornado flew around the roof and sucked him straight out.
It's the room, not roof, but okay. You can see the true fan.
Tornado flew around the room and sucked him straight out.
Don't be mean.
Yeah.
Anyways, next story.
Next story, indeed.
This story is coming from Texas.
But before we get on into it, major shout out. Oaksterdam University and the Rolling Spoon Cannabis Multi-Toll. Sponsors of every episode of the Weekday Wake and Bake, going live 10 a.m. Pacific every weekday morning. So this one's from Texas?
This one's from Texas.
It must be a big story then.
And it involves a pretty big person.
Everything's bigger in Texas.
Everything, yeah, apparently. But it's about Elon Musk and his SpaceX rocket.
Yo, this is another awesome piece of news. Yeah, it's crazy. Yo.
It exploded in the air only a few minutes after taking off. Nobody was hurt. Nobody was in the rocket.
It was a drone rocket.
Yes. But Elon Musk, even though blowing up hundreds of millions of dollars right in front of his face, he said, it's okay, we learned a lot. So they're just gonna, apparently something, whenever it was taking off, activated like a self-destruct, or that's what it said. So
activated self-destruct mode in the air.
Yeah.
Honestly though, we talk about this a lot. Like, failure is success. It may not have been a successful mission. You got a Scooby snack?
Yeah.
Yo, get out of here with that. But honestly, it's always a success to determine something you can do right next time. If you fucked up, we don't fuck up on purpose. So, if any type of failure is a blindside from something we didn't see coming.
I think of it as, how everyone says, oh, it's not rocket science, you should know how to do it. This is legitimately rocket science. It's very hard to do.
Correct.
There's
a lot of trial and error.
Yeah.
Here's one of the trials, here's one of the errors.
Yeah.
Yeah, but shout out Elon Musk for trying. I don't think he does great stuff with his money.
No. I think there's much better things you could be doing with that type of money than just trying to leave this planet and everything.
But it's honestly something. You know what I mean? At least it's not nothing like Jeff Bezos.
Yeah. It is his money.
Yeah.
He worked hard for it. He should be able to do what he wants with it. But it'd be nice if he could be nice to the other people that are here on this planet and not just trying to get rid of.
Shout out SpaceX.
Yep.
Keep on trucking, SpaceX. Keep on trucking. We have one last story here on the Wake and Bake. Love all the Roll Gangsters tuning in. Absolutely love session with you guys every weekday morning, 10 a.m. Pacific. Today is Pop Culture Friday, but let's just do a quick rundown of the new day format really fast. Monday is
Good News.
Good News Monday. We got Terpene Tuesday Reviews Day on Tuesday. On Wednesday, we got
Sporting news.
Yeah, your Stony Sports Report. On Thursday, we got your latest and greatest in cannabis industry news, your Canna News Thursday. And today and every Friday, we've got
Pot culture.
Pot culture news. And you're honestly killing it. We got one more pot culture story. Rachel collecting all the juice for us this morning. Super fucking fun. I've been loving it. And really appreciate it because fuck was I busy yesterday.
You had the longest work day of your whole entire life.
I was trapping. Yesterday.
I went in and
I
almost walked right out because I walked up to the door. I saw the amount of people and then I saw 5 heads just turn and look at me. You know when like you're walking into a room or something and everyone just turns and looks at you? I was like, hell nah, I'm not going in. I started walking back to the car, but I was like, I remembered what he told me before he left for work. I was like, I have to go in or he's gonna get mad at me. So I went in and yeah, it was a long wait, but I mean, the bud tenders had great energy. It was like 10:40 at that time.
Yeah.
Almost 11 o'clock
Fucking
at night,
nuts.
late, and you were still greeting everybody with a ton of energy.
Tons of energy.
So, good for you. Proud of you.
Fucking 60 guests. Fucking 6K in sales. 420, an absolute blast. So a major shout out Rachel for hooking your boy up and collecting all the juice for Pot Culture Friday and sharing it with us on the show. What, we got one more
Quick one just to wrap it up and then we'll sign out for the weekend.
Absolutely love it.
Next one's about the weekend, not the weekend we're about to have, but the actual person, The Weeknd. He has a show dropping on HBO called The Idol on June 4th, and it's already on the top 5 most popular shows on HBO. It's already made the top 5 list. It hasn't even released yet.
Is it a docu-series or a show?
A show. Because it's
drama?
Mm-hmm. And because of the soundtracks and music, they've released some of the songs. That's what's getting
Is he acting in it? Whoa, The Weeknd.
The Weeknd.
Shout out the homie
The
Abel.
On HBO, June 4th.
June 4th, HBO, The Weeknd's new show.
Mm-hmm.
Yo,
Pretty
free shout
exciting.
out, free shout out. The Weeknd's new show. It is going to be a banger.
Yeah,
The Idol.
But it's like already on the top 5, and it hasn't even been released yet. But that's because of the music. So, I mean, it's The Weeknd, so I'm sure
Hey,
the songs
Weeknd
are going to be bangers. Can't wait for that. June 4th. That was the first I even heard that he was coming out with a show or anything. So,
Yeah.
pretty cool.
Fucking dank. I'm
But-
excited to watch that with Rachel and the Roll Gangsters, just like the Weekday Wake and Bake. Absolutely love everybody tuning in. It has been an awesome 420 week with you guys. Such a fucking blast. I am going to go and pass the fuck out. Rachel's gonna probably
Give
have
you
to
a back massage or something.
Yeah, and maybe a little ice bath. But love the Roll Gangsters. Shout out everybody tuning in. All the streaming platforms. You guys are all the shit tapping in every weekday morning, 10 a.m. Pacific. You know exactly where to find us on the Rolling Spoon channels.
On all platforms.
On all platforms. Have a phenomenal weekend, Roll Gang. We will see you on Good News Monday. Mwah! Love you, Roll Gang. Peace.